Hey, what's up, guys? This is the second episode of Stretch Podcast. I'm your host, Mello, and today I got a very special guest, Tim Wilson, um, author of Naked with Freedom, investor, and financial expert. I met Tim about a little over a year and a half ago, and funny story is that he knew exactly where I was from when we first met. So, it just goes to show that he actually pays attention and it's just very um, I wouldn't say critical, but you just pay attention to detail. So I want to introduce you guys to Tim, and I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Yo, hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy Tim Wilson, the author of Naked with Freedom. Confront your struggles, financial literacy, money management, and building relationships with your investments and your money. So,
Cool, cool. So just like I had mentioned earlier, man, investor. Um, ever since I met you, you always talked about the crypto space and how people don't really see your vision the way that you see it, and that it's the future. Can you explain to me like why you think that? How did you get into that space?
yeah, I got in that space a few years ago during the pandemic.
Hmm.
Um, Dominique, Educated Coins, he's also a founder of OGOX. It's a cannabis company. Check it out. Also you can follow him
Hmm.
if you want that advice and education on crypto. But he reached out to me and told me about the market. I didn't understand it. He just says, buy low, sell high. I said, that's all you got. That's all you got to tell me. So
Yeah.
I kind of related it kind of to real estate.
Okay.
'Cause that's how you do it. There's always deals. So as far as the crypto, it took me a little while to get into it because I started off with stocks.
Hmm.
Stocks is much easier to understand. Basically, stocks is you invest in companies that's profitable. That has low debt,
Right.
and you can grow with that company. Your money can grow as well. I call it a money tree. The more companies you buy, the more your tree grow. You got
For
to plant that
sure.
seed. So crypto, what you see is happening right beneath your eyes. It's growing. You know, um, the spot Bitcoin just got approved, so that's huge. It's $1 trillion industry. There's a lot of coins to pick
Hmm.
from. Just you got to just choose wisely. You
Okay.
got meme coins, you got financial coins. It's just there's a lot. It's a lot of things that crypto can do that banks can't do. So you hearing all the FOMO, all the stuff like that. You got to really educate yourself because there's a lot of money that's pouring into crypto. So you want to get it while those prices are low. Because like the next year or two, them coins you're seeing for like $1,
Hmm.
some of them coins gonna go from $1 to $50, $20, $100.
That's crazy.
Some might even,
Yeah.
go to 1,000. You just don't know. You have to educate yourself. And that's where I try to educate a lot of people, like mainly in the black culture, because we don't like to invest. We like to get money and just spend it.
Spend it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like I tell people, the when you're spending money on liabilities, you're taking
Hmm.
away your freedom. When you're spending money on assets, you're adding freedom. It's a mindset.
I know you had mentioned um, how it's some things that crypto could do that banks can't do. Can you explain that a little more?
Yeah, definitely. Like banks, it's all about the credit. That's what
Hmm.
America thrive off of: money and credit.
Yeah.
The crypto, you can hide your assets. You know,
Okay.
Stocks, the government they know what you have attached to Fidelity, Charles
Yeah.
Schwab, because it connects to your social security number.
Okay.
Crypto is a whole nother animal. You know what I mean? Like you can have $100,000 in a wallet. It's in a cold wallet. It's kind of like an offshore account,
Yeah.
like in Switzerland. They don't have access to your funds.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that's going on in the financial sector. Like smart contracts. I'm not going to really go into that, but that's something you guys want to look into. Go educate yourself. YouTube, Google, smart contracts. That's a big thing. Banks can't compete with that. Just give an example. You go when you go get a loan. What do?
Hmm.
You give them your social security number. You give them your income.
Right.
Smart contracts. You don't even need a social security number.
Okay.
You know, so think about it. The banks, they can't even compete with that.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. If you go to the bank, you're going there for money,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to go there with a social security number. You know,
Yeah.
that's just what it is.
That's something I need to look into. I never heard of smart contracts. So
Definitely take a look into
yeah,
smart
for sure.
contracts.
I'm gonna definitely write that down. Um, what is the most common mistake that you see people make when getting money, other than like because we mentioned spending, right?
Uh-huh.
And just either not knowing what to do with it. Like, can you explain like what you think like the most common mistake is?
I think a lot of times the mistake is people, they spend more money than what they think. They spend more money than what they have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're kind of influenced by society.
For sure.
You know, what they see on TV, oh, I want that. I want to be like that. You know, people got to look at it like there's income,
Mm-hmm.
there's debt. Whenever your debt exceeds your income, that puts you in a negative status.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So when you're negative and getting a paycheck and you're adding to it,
Mm-hmm.
now you become a slave and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're in a
Absolutely.
situation where you got to pay those bills off. What are you
Mm-hmm.
doing? You're working, you're working, you're
Yeah.
working. Sometimes you working so much you get the second job.
Yeah.
And then people are adding even more bills to it. Now they gotta get a third job.
Yep.
You know, it's either you're gonna get a third job or you're gonna start sending stuff back in collections.
Yeah.
Now you're messing your credit up.
It's crazy that you say that. Slaving to the jobs, man. I was watching this video the other day, and I've been saying it for years, but it just felt good just to see it reiterated.
Yeah.
The guy was basically just saying that like how we're living in modern day slavery, right? So it's just a transition from back in the day how it was, physically, and it's still physical
Mm-hmm.
slavery, right? But in addition, it's more so like, you're slaving through your jobs. You're working hard to get that paycheck every week, every 2 weeks, every month, and then you're spending money. And then most people are not taught to invest, just like you said, and we're constantly just waiting for that next check to be able to take care of our bills. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a recycle.
Yep.
Um, and it's crazy. It's a reality, and it definitely needs to be something done about it.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's how I tell people, you know, you have to be confident, determination, and discipline. You have to have
Hmm.
goals.
For sure.
A lot of people, they don't have goals, and that's their downfall. They don't have financial goals.
Hmm.
They just don't get it. You know, you get your $1,000 paycheck. You know, you take that $200 to have fun with. You go pay your bills, whatever you have to do, and then you got to invest some of that money. You know, because if you're not investing your money, if you're not making money in your sleep, like Warren Buffett say, you're gonna work for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, they don't see it like that. Like I tell people, you know, you're 18 years old, you have this energy. The older you get,
Hmm.
the more you get wisdom, and the more you realize, like, I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
that.
You start getting tired for sure.
Yeah, you start getting tired.
Yeah. Definitely.
So
So I know you mentioned real estate earlier. Is that an industry that you're currently in or that you used to be in?
definitely, I'm still, you know, I still have my home down in Florida. You know, making money because property always appreciate.
For
You
sure.
know, so it's definitely an asset. You know, people look at their, you know, whatever they pay a month, a couple $1,000, but you know, that's 24,000. That's $24,000 a year you're
Hmm.
paying, but you're probably making 24,000 in equity, and then
Yeah.
you're dropping your balance as well, your mortgage payment, or not
True.
your payment, but your mortgage principal balance. You're dropping that.
Yeah.
You know, so people, they don't understand they don't understand the wealth that comes into real estate.
Yeah.
How when you own some property, that land, people don't know because anything can happen. They can build a mall next to your property.
Hmm.
They can they can have some kind of man-made lake, some kind of bring. You know, you can be over there. Like I said, location is key. People don't have
Yeah.
no idea what real estate does.
Right.
You know, we're in real estate right now. When you take a this is a beautiful apartment building right here. This
Hmm.
wasn't always here.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I
Right.
mean? It wasn't always here. But when you look at the surroundings,
Hmm.
it makes it more profitable
Yeah.
because this is a very nice area. You know, but that's real estate.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about that location. You know, the better your location, the more money you're making.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um. So Airbnb is something that has been on alert for the last like 10, 15 years probably. I don't know about 15, but at least 10 years for sure. What do you think about Airbnb? Obviously, it's a little more competitive now than it used to be. I know before the pandemic, like it was very new,
Yeah.
and a lot of people knew about it, but didn't really know too much information about it. Um, is that something that you've done or like
I
interested in?
haven't I haven't done the Airbnb. I tried to do it. My townhome, it happened to fall in having an HOA. It kind of, they kind of pushed that away.
Okay.
But that's common. That's what's happening throughout the U.S. People making this money, and they're trying to stop that. It's taken away from the hotel industry.
Right.
You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Yeah.
So the big man is always trying to mess up what the small man trying to do.
Hmm.
It's just what it is.
That is true.
Because it's
Yeah.
taken away from them.
Got you.
So
Okay.
so it's something that I didn't get to dabble in. I attempted to, but I'm pretty sure there's ways around it.
Hmm.
Like anything else.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But it's definitely a lot of money to be made in it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Okay. So, what does the next 2 years look like for you personally, and what do you think like the world's going to look like in the future when it comes to? Um, I mean, you mentioned the crypto industry right earlier, and real estate. Like, what does that look like to you?
To me, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? You see our what's going on in the politics world, Trump, Biden, and
Hmm.
all that other stuff. Everything's dictated by that. You just never know. But I think the future is looking good. As far as crypto, us
Okay.
having to prove having the Bitcoin approved and everything like that, I think it's looking good. And
Okay.
me, honestly, I'm always prepared for the worst because if the market, the bottom were to fall in, I'm right there to snatch it all up.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they want to run from it. Oh, it's a scam. That's when you go ahead and jump in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you see some Jordans that's $200, if you see them on sale, do you run from them? You know what I mean?
True.
You go snatch them
Yeah.
up, don't you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a smart person, you go snatch up the whole. If they don't sell for $100, go snatch up all. We'll snatch them all up,
Hmm.
and then you sell them for profit.
Yeah.
Some people, they just run away from them,
Right.
but that is what it is.
Got you.
But that's just my mindset. Like I tell people, if I go to buy something at the grocery store, I love Snickers. The going price for them like $1. If I
Hmm.
see them for $1, I'm not going to just buy one for a quarter. I'm buying them all. Give me the whole box,
Yeah.
because then like I'm not going to eat them, or I can
Right.
share them with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
True.
when you leave and come back, they're not going to be there.
Yeah.
Because somebody else, that's smart
Gonna have
money,
that
they're going to snatch them
same
up.
mindset for
Yeah,
sure.
it's just what it is. It's a
Yeah.
mindset, man. People are raised different. They think different. They
Hmm.
want different things. You know what I mean? So, like I say, I don't judge nobody, but you're not gonna tell me not. You're not gonna tell me not to get it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I take every opportunity that I can.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. So,
yeah.
you're pretty knowledgeable in this industry. What are some crypto companies that you would suggest to the viewers to look into more?
What I'm looking at that I believe that's profitable and has a future. I'm looking at Solana. I'm looking at Polkadot, Cardano, Polymatic. Um, you got Ethereum Classic. Bitcoin. It's some good ones out there. Those are the ones I'm looking at. I'm not suggesting you guys, what I'm saying, to go buy them, but I do suggest you guys to, go look them up, check them out on CoinGecko, look at the market cap, go to the website, see what their partnerships are, see what they're doing. That's a start. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like I said, when I talk to people about crypto and I say,
Hmm.
so what are you invested in? They say stuff like Dogecoin and Shiba. I'm like, is that it? You know what I mean? If that's it, that
Yeah.
means that they're not really investors.
Yeah.
Them are just word of mouth. Hey, but
Right. For
hey,
sure.
buddy, get this here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So those are coins that have a future in them.
Okay.
Like I tell people, man, you gotta get that money. Ain't nothing happening overnight.
Hmm.
It can happen in 6 months, a couple of years. Like I tell people, a couple of years ain't nothing. You've been blowing your money for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You've been in the same place a couple of years.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you spend your money in the right places. Get that money.
Absolutely. Um, so outside of investing and your everyday life, what is something that you do just as like a hobby? What are some books that you're reading, if you're reading any right now? Movies that you're watching?
Yeah, outside of the business stuff, I love everything. I love the comedy. I love going to concerts. I love to travel. Um, some of the books I'm reading, I recommend. I like Poor Dad, Rich Dad.
Hmm.
Robert Krakowski, a brilliant dude. You know what I mean? great. I tell anybody start off with that book. It's a good book. Um, and what was the other question? The book,
Just
the
hobbies,
hobbies,
movies.
and movies. Oh man, when it comes from movies, man, I'm not crazy about the educational movies. I'm all about the Scarface, the
Okay.
John Wick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Okay.
got some action pack. Also, I
Yeah.
like some comedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't
Which
like to. I don't like too many movies where I gotta just think what's going on. I just
right.
not. You know what I mean? I want to just. I'm an ABC with that.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
want to sit back and chill. That's how I
Yeah.
relax my mind.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
you
What's
know.
your who's your favorite comedian right now, or
My,
just like in
well, my
ever?
favorite comedian, man, I'm old school. It's gonna be Eddie Murphy, Martin
I knew
Lawrence.
you was gonna say Eddie Murphy for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
old school like that. I like the originals. These new people coming out,
Yeah.
man, they're not real jokes.
So
You know what I
Martin's
mean?
your favorite
Martin,
show?
Eddie. Oh yeah, Martin
Okay.
definitely. He
Yeah,
the
it's my
dude.
favorite show too. Yep.
Yeah, he's a funny dude all across
Yeah,
the board.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. You mentioned traveling as
Uh,
well. You love to travel. Ever since I know you, you probably not probably you definitely travel more than me. I don't think I've met anybody that actually travels more than me. So, what is a place that you've been to that you recommend people go to?
man. Let's see. Cause I done kind of fell off a little bit. So I'm about to say I'm gonna say the reason I'm gonna just say Greece or Africa, because that's what's
Okay.
on my bucket list.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But somewhere I've been to, I think in the U.S. I'm gonna say Denver. You know what I'm saying? It's one of
that's
those.
different. Okay.
It's different. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's one of those. I'm gonna call it. It's one of those hidden secrets.
yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't think of Denver,
I've been to
but
Denver like 3 times, man. What you be doing out there?
man, honestly, I just like to go out there and visit because it's just something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love the mountains. It's clean.
Hmm.
I like the culture of the people. It's pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
a big city.
Hmm.
How about yourself?
I got family out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
I got a
you?
couple friends. Yeah, so
Okay.
I just really go chill with them. I've been downtown a few times, but I haven't really did too much. I've been to the mountains a couple times. It's nice scenery, just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
People are cool. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I heard Utah was pretty nice too, though.
Man, I heard the same thing.
Yeah.
Salt Lake, I
Uh huh.
heard. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely would mind checking out Salt Lake. Salt Lake's also Seattle.
I heard Seattle was nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, that's definitely on the bucket list for sure.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like I
Yeah.
say, saying this year, everything like that, 24, 25, what
Hmm.
have, I'm definitely doing a lot more traveling.
Yeah.
So,
That's always good, man. I
yep.
always recommend traveling, man, because like a lot of times people that don't travel, man, they get stuck into a bubble
Yeah.
of what they are used to. And once you travel outside, you know what I'm saying, you get to meet so many different people that are alike and are different than you. And it's just a great experience.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, you mentioned Africa, man. That's definitely on my bucket list as well. I don't know where exactly in Africa I want to go yet, but do you got a place?
Yeah, I'm thinking South Africa, to be honest with you.
Okay.
When you Google Africa, they kind of give it a bad rep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, with everything like that. But honestly, Africa, from what I was told and from the pictures I see, I think it's one of the best countries out there that you can visit. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
The mountains, the people, the
Hmm.
culture of the people, the water. You know what I mean? It's just one of those countries that just you could just see anything there.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it's crazy, man, because just like how you said that Africa is always given a bad rep, we see these commercials and we see these
Yep.
advertisements about like how poor Africa is and stuff like that, but we constantly hear and we constantly see the opposite,
Yep.
how rich it is, how
Yep.
people are doing out there. Akon is telling people, yo, move here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to see what that's all about too.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
You know.
Hmm.
So it's good stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I do want to appreciate you for coming on, man.
I appreciate
This
it.
is a good conversation. I had
Definitely.
to warm up a little bit, but we got there. But you got any final words for the people?
Nah, that's it. I done gave you everything I had.
Yeah,
You
if you
know.
guys could follow him on Naked with Freedom. Also check out his book. That'd be great. So, signing out. I'm Mello with Stretch Podcast. I'll see you guys next time.